Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Janderra. I'm Garrowen, and just going to do a quick catch up for the week on how things are going on Janderra Homestead, and what's been going on. So yes, if anyone would like to join the chat, join the panel, there is the link. It's a fairly last minute setting up of this, so I'm not terribly surprised that not very many people have found me yet. But just always appreciate all of you dropping in for a chat. Hi Ed, welcome. It's nice to see you. It's always nice to see you. So yes, just going to go through quickly some of the stuff that's been happening this week. It's been a busy week. At least it feels like it's been a busy week. Let's see. So we had Sunday Night Live prayer last week and our weekly catch up. That was fun. And I shared through the week the underground weather station. So I don't know if you've seen it or not, but the underground weather station is really handy, and it can help you to actually find a weather station close to your house and compare it to the ones locally. Like for me here in Lockyer Waters, the Bureau of Meteorology takes our weather from Gatton and Marburg and Amberley Airport, which is a very long way away from here, and it can be very different weather climate depending on where you actually at. And I was finding there was a great deal of differences, and spots where it said we were supposed to be below 2, we were 6 degrees. So, well, actually no, I think one of them was -2 and we were actually 6. So there's a significant difference there, and it's whether or not we're going to get frost or not is a big deal. So being able to have more accurate weather was really, really helpful. So I found out about the underground weather station.
I'll leave a link to his channel.
So this video kind of goes through and shows you how some of that works. So I'll leave a link to the video in the chat. Oh, that it's just on my channel. It's really not hard to find. Yeah, it's really interesting to see all the different weather stations that are around and how they compare, and different wind and different temperatures, and it's just really, really interesting. So yeah, that's the weather station. So I highly recommend, and it's a global thing too. So anywhere in the world you can check it out. Then what else did we have? Oh, I did a worm farm update. Cosmic cultivators on my last worm farm update, which is back here. So it was back on the 3rd of June. They thought they saw a snake in my worm farm. So I got my husband to help me so that we were making sure that we were all being careful and we weren't taking any unnecessary risks. But this video shows how the worm farm's going. It is doing really, really well. I'm really pleased with it. And I was able to put a heap of worm castings and worms in various spots around my garden. And got a few times where we've checked the weather gauge because we've had a little bit of rain, which is wonderful. And I did an update on my Gladiator Challenge 4 for Shed Wars. And my garlic is doing fantastically. It's really interesting to actually see how so I've got 2 lots of garlic here. This one I put the bag over the top. This one I didn't. And this one has just grown amazingly. I mean, even now it's still really significantly improved. So the other thing I did with this one is I didn't just do an update on how things were growing. I actually added to it as well. So I had extra things that I was growing from the grocery shop as well. So that was a lot of fun. It's going down for some reason. I've also done this I actually did after I started it. So in the next update that I do, I'll actually have some more avocado seeds as well. So I'm trying a couple of experiments on how to propagate avocado seeds. So that's what this one is all about. And then I got a mail call. So yes, I did actually buy these, but I was so excited about these. Got some awesome ear warmers from Hippie Shack Creations. That's Jonathan's. So go and check out the video. It's really fun. Hey, Bibi. The link should be pinned up the top if you want to join the panel. So we've got these really cool ear warmers from Hippie Shack Creations. That's Matthew just showing you the Hippie Shack Creations tag and hiding under his ear warmer. I'm not quite sure why he's hiding like that, but hey, he's 11. They do things like that. And then, we went to the Ipswich Art Gallery. The Ipswich Art Gallery has got some really, this video is actually of some sculptures, so we're not actually why we were there, but this was a video of the thing that's hanging in the foyer. And they've got all sorts of things hanging around. This is just a free little activity, but some of these sculptures and everything and the artwork is really, really nifty. See if I can find some of them that were really, they're the light stuff still. But hey, if you're in the area, go to the Ipswich Art Gallery and just check it out because it's free and it's good fun. The kids really love it. I'm convinced that some of these, he must have been on some really trippy drugs to be able to create them. This is really cool because you can actually see Matthew's picture, like his face is there. It's not just his shadow. But as we're moving around, it actually affects the sculpture. It's just really, really cool. This was just honestly, the whole reason why it even came about is because Gavin forgot his phone cable and he needed it for work. So I was taking his phone cable to him and I'm like, what can I do to salvage this day so I haven't wasted it from the perspective of the boys' schooling? Hi, Andy. So we decided to go and check out the Ipswich Art Gallery. And I'm sitting there going, hey, these sculptures are actually done in such a way that a 4-year-old couldn't have done it. I've noticed a lot of artwork sometimes looks like something my 4-year-old could do. This stuff is not. This stuff is not something that a kid could do. It's got some really amazing detail. Look at that. It's like you're in a kaleidoscope. And as you're moving around the exhibit, it's changing. It's really, really cool. The boys were fascinated by it. They absolutely were. And it was actually a bonus. It wasn't the reason we were there. We went because the Ipswich Art Gallery has a whole kids section. And the kids absolutely love it. And this term's whole focus in the kids section was actually on getting moving. So it was on transportation and all that sort of stuff. And the boys just had a blast. Jonathan loved this. They had a petrol car and an electric car. It was a bit of a challenge not to actually get other kids in the shot, but got to be careful with that sort of thing. But Matthew had an absolute blast because they had a whole paper plane making thing happening. So yes, so they actually showed you how to make the paper planes. The number 3 was the best one. I did actually make number 4. Made number 2 with Jonathan. Made number 4. It's really tricky. So that was number 4. Some of the other mums that were there, because there was actually another homeschooling group there, bizarrely. I hadn't planned to go, but there was actually, I'm sitting there making a paper plane with Jonathan, and one of my friends from like 20 years was just happened to be there with the Gold Coast homeschooling group. So I'm like, sweet, how cool is that? So a whole heap of the mums in her group were saying number 4 didn't work. They couldn't get it to work at all. And Val was like, it works. And I managed to get it to work as well. But Matthew's got his number 3 plane there in his hand. He carried it around the whole day. It was so hard to get him to look at anything else. He had a lot of fun with the Lego and all this sort of stuff. It was just a really great day. So it's really, and this will be a memory that they're going to have for ages. And it's free. So if you know any kids in the Ipswich area that can go along and check this out, it's really cool. And the Ipswich Art Gallery has this sort of stuff, and it changes the exhibit every term. So it's always different. And it's free. The hard part's finding a park. And there's a whole heap of interesting things on the walls, giving you little tidbits and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's a really good art gallery. I mean, honestly, the first time I went, I was like, this is an art gallery? It certainly wasn't what oh! Hey, Ed. Sorry, I hope you haven't been sitting there for too long.
I cleaned up your basement for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was so distracted telling everybody about the art gallery.
Oh, no, that's fine.
That's basically it for my uploads for today. So how are you doing, Ed?
I'm doing good. I didn't get to do anything I wanted yesterday.
Oh.
I got to come home for, yeah, well, I harvested all my potatoes, all three different kinds.
Yeah.
And what little squash and zucchini I had left. I didn't get a chance to weigh it, and I'm going to try to do it before I head back out on the road, but I think I got probably about 10 pounds of potatoes.
Nice. That should last you a little while.
Oh, yeah. And they're the little, the little red potatoes.
Yep.
And then I did a Minnesota purple potato.
Oh, nice.
Which they look pretty cool because they come out like a dark purple. And then I did Yukon Golds. I probably could have left them in the ground a little bit longer to get bigger, but it was all right. I mean, some of them are about that big around, so they're good size.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
But I normally come home on Fridays, but I didn't make it Friday. Got here Saturday, went and did some errands, got some more seeds from Garden State Gardener.
Oh, cool. Yep.
The ones I won on Sunday, couple weeks in a row. And then found out what was wrong with my pickup truck, came home, did a live show. Then I went on to Lori's World for her live show. I laid down for just a minute, and that was like 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
At 9:30, I woke up. I'm like, man, I had to make videos for this week, and I didn't make any. But I'm going to try to get these potatoes. See, I had to buy a new little scale. See my handy new little scale?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it does up to 33 pounds at one time.
What's that in kilos? Does it do grams as well, or just pounds?
No, it does kilos too. Hold on a second. I grabbed the box. What did I do with the box? Oh, here's the box. It will. Nope, that's not the box. Where's the box? Oh, there it is. It will.
If you're going to make my potatoes, it's yummy on. You're going to make your tomato. It's yummy on potatoes.
It's
15. Tomato butter. You got to make Bibi's tomato butter. It's yummy on potatoes.
Okay, but they're saying it's 33 pounds and then 15 kg kilogram.
Cool.
So
that's a decent amount to weigh.
Yeah, I mean, I found it at Walmart. So, but Bibi makes some kind of what is it again?
A tomato butter.
Tomato butter. Okay. Then she needs to send me the recipe.
Potato. She has got it on her channel. I'll see if I can find it.
Okay. Because what I'm trying to do is like stuff that I've never tried before, like squash, zucchini, okra. I'm trying to get people to send me recipes of what they've made that they really, really like.
Yep.
And I'll do a video on it, trying it, making it, and trying it.
Yep.
And see how it goes. But what I want to do is I want to start a recipe from this channel of different people's recipes, and I'll put their. Oh, there it is. I'll have to go check that out and see if I can write everything down. But what I'm trying to do also is, like, I've got a book for everything that has to do with YouTube, and I'll put their channel name, and the ingredients, and then I'll make it. And then if I really like it, you know, I'll keep continuing making it. But if I don't like it, I won't eat it.
That's fair. I can understand that. Well,
But I
Phoebe's
did
got
make-
a whole video on this. That's
I will
called
try it.
Saving Produce to Make Tomato Butter.
Okay. Well, I have to wait till my tomatoes turn red. They're still green.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll get
That is
that.
the end of it.
And it says it's on great for steaks too. Cool. Oh, that looks yummy. I will definitely get on her page and try to write all the ingredients and everything down. Oh, I just woke back up.
It'd be early over there. What time is it there?
It is 6:48 a.m.
That's early.
Well, I was trying to get out of here by now, but I don't feel like getting motivated. I
So
only
you
got
decided
one.
to come and visit me instead?
I always try to get up. First one you did this morning, the Bible verses.
Mhm.
And then I always stay around for the second. This one, at least I try to. I'm really been super busy because
Mhm.
you know I bought some property.
Yes.
I told you last
That's
week.
so exciting.
Well, I'm going out there this weekend, this next coming weekend.
Cool.
I took Friday off and Monday off because I'll probably get home Thursday
Mhm.
morning. And if I do, I'm going to head out on Thursday. But on Saturday, I'm going to go and meet up with 3 or 4 other channels
Oh, nice. Yeah.
and help them clear their property. Roots and Rescue, they've been on my
Yeah.
channel. Well, they bought 16.7 acres over by, I don't know if you know this channel, Like a Bully.
No, I don't think I know that one.
Yeah, great guy. His name's Adam. Well, they bought property over there. Well, there's 3 or 4 YouTube channels that live on that street.
Oh, wow.
So they want to change it to YouTube Lane. So I told these people that I'd come over and help. You know, it depends on how far I'm away. So we looked it up the other day. From where I'm sitting right now to their new property is 7.5 hour drive. I'm like, well, that ain't happening.
No.
So we put in from where I'm going to be living, the town that I'm going to be living close to their new property. It's an 1.5 hour drive.
Oh, nice.
I can do that.
Yeah.
So they're going to help. They're trying to help locate a big enough generator to run this trailer that I'm in.
Okay.
So I can take when I get ready to go to my property. I don't have to worry about trying to get power out there right away.
Morning, Jules.
Jules. Morning, Jules.
Morning, Elkanan.
There's Nettie, because we know it's not Adam.
Nope. Although Adam does come on occasionally, but that's most likely Nettie.
Right.
Oh,
so
maybe not, because we've got Annette Kilpatrick. Maybe it is Adam.
I love that. Well, that family. I
They
wish I
are.
could
They're
go.
lovely. Actually,
I wish I'd
that
come over and
probably
visit
is
all of
Adam.
them.
That probably is Adam because there's no emojis.
Oh, that's true.
Nettie always has emojis.
Yep, that's Adam.
That's Adam. Your counter says there's 2 people watching. My counter says 3. But the number of people in the chat is a lot more than 3. No, you don't tend to say g'day, Nettie. You're right.
Yeah, that's true.
Adam likes to try and trick me. He came in as the rum-loving cowboy once, and they had fun stirring me on it.
You know what? He needs to do. I know he does Facebook, but I don't have that fake book crap on my phone or my computer anymore.
Mhm.
But he needs to do more of those singing ones on YouTube. That live like he did last week.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
he does those when he can't get on Facebook, because he's been going on Facebook doing those for like 10 years, I think.
Well, he needs to
every
start
Tuesday
doing one
night.
over here too.
Well,
You
he
know,
gets
some of
caught
us-
with copyright stuff.
Oh,
So,
I know. Well, can he unmonetize that live? Make it where it's not monetized? Because they're his own songs mostly.
well, they are. So I don't know.
Adam, work on it.
Oh, you thought it was the rum-loving farmer. Maybe it was. I'm sure it was cowboy in the name. I'm sure it was rum-loving. It was rum something cowboy, and I'm sure loving was in there or something. I don't know. They were having fun stirring me anyway, which is
Right.
really not hard. So
Hi,
Debbie says,
Nettie.
hi, Ed.
I'm doing good. Getting ready to. Yeah, this whole next weekend is going to be a very stressful, long, hot, dirty trip because I'm going to work on my property one day,
Mhm.
go to someone else's property, work all day there,
Yep.
go back to my property, work another day there, and then drive home.
That's going to be really long.
Mm-hmm. And with
Well,
no
you're
AC.
a truck driver. You're used to long drives.
Oh, the driver's not going to bother me. It's going to be cutting trees down, picking up garbage. I do get to have fire, though.
Oh, that's good.
I get to burn stuff.
That's always fun.
I'm going to start definitely getting a lot more videos out and all
That'll
that.
be good.
Yeah, I'm going to try to work with my, well, I just reset my whole entire laptop. I shut it, restarted it back to factory because it kept acting up on me. So I'm going to try to get a couple different editing softwares on there. I'm going to try to use my 35 millimeter camera for videos and see how that does. And go from, and hopefully do better videos.
Cool.
Yeah.
I just use my phone, my Samsung A70.
Well, I normally use my phone too, but I have to keep changing out memory cards on it because I got too much stuff in it. Because I do all my work and contracts and stuff are on my phone.
Yes. Andy from McDowell Manor says, boys delight in chainsaws and fires.
Yes.
And Adam's copyright issues due to the US digital distribution stuff. So he gets pinged even on his own videos with his own songs.
Oh, that's weird.
Hey, Tom. Well, because they're different channels. Because Silhouette Park Farm's not his official music video channel. So
right. I actually like that the channel that we were discussing on your last week, Time to Shine Homestead, they put it up the way I suggested it.
They did, yes, Tom. And Tom wasn't actually here. That was Angel, his wife, last week that we were talking to. So, Tom, Ed was the one that came up with your new channel name.
You're welcome.
It is good. It looks good.
Yeah, it's a lot shorter. And then I saw you changed yours.
Yes. Well, I actually changed it twice. I did go to Janderra homesteading down under, but then it was just too long. So I changed it to just Janderra homesteading.
Oh, so, yeah. Okay, now you're starting to be like me and you criticize me about changing my name so many times.
I'm still Janderra.
I'm still Ed.
True, you are.
But like everybody says, since I changed it to this, but basically all I did was switch 2 letters around on this channel. That's all I did. It was just change them. But everybody says this one suits me a lot better.
It's good. I like your channel name. It works. It suits you now.
Right.
So Adam uses GoPro and iPhone for his videos.
Yeah, I know. Lucky, I don't have a GoPro anymore.
No, I don't
I
have a
did.
GoPro either.
I did. I loved that thing. It was awesome.
I go,
'Cause it-
and Nettie loves the name Ed, so you did a good job picking the name for Time to Shine.
yeah, I like it. It just
Thank you,
looks
Adam.
more, it's shorter, plus you can get to it a lot easier than
Well, it
typing
makes
for
it
20 minutes, you know?
finding Time to Shine was really, really hard because there are so many Time to Shines. And Darren was saying last week with Janderra that it didn't have any, there was no connotation to the name. I was like, what's a Janderra? So, and I'd been meaning to change it to have the homestead in there anyway.
Right.
So, yeah. So Andy's just using his phone now. He used to have a Canon, but the phone's easier.
Well,
You've always had your phone with you, really?
I use my phone. It's a prepaid phone, so I don't mind using it. It's just when you're in the middle of a video, people want to call you, text message you.
Hi, Broke Farmer.
Hey, Brooke Farmer. He's
And
been on.
Delic. Hello.
He's been on my. He came over in my live the other day or yesterday or the last one. See, I've got to do at least one more live this week because I don't have a video until Thursday or Friday, and then I'm going to have tons of videos.
And Eddie just uses her phone. She's not great with the GoPro.
Well, see, what I like about the GoPro is I have an older phone that I can actually attach the GoPro to.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can record off my phone I'm talking on right now. But then I can turn on the GoPro from a different angle. And it gets you at two different shots at the same time.
Well, that's interesting. So Wild's tried to erase the space in between her names a few times. And she needs to have the space.
Huh.
Wild edibles is quite difficult to find. There's lots of things that come up with wild edibles.
Well, I like that one too. I like wild edibles.
I like wild edibles.
Uh-oh, Nightbot's in here.
Nightbot's not bad. It's a computer program.
I know. But Nightbot sometimes gets a little testy.
Well, Nightbot's got the restrictions on that. If you put too many emojis or too many capitals or repeat yourself too much, it gets cranky. I did have somebody get moderated a couple of weeks ago because they said amen too many times.
Wow.
Well, they were agreeing with the press. So
Yeah,
I've been considering changing my rules on Nightbot.
See, I don't have Nightbot because are you using a phone right now or your laptop or a computer?
I'm actually using both.
Okay.
I'm using the phone as my video and my microphone, but I'm using the computer to manage everything.
Oh, okay. See, I don't know nothing about that. I'm not that great at all this technical stuff. I can shoot a.
Yes, poor Tom.
I do all my videos on my phone. I do all my editing off my phone. But I want to try to get to where my videos look a little bit better because they kind of look plain. I've been playing around with it a little bit, trying to like put the name of the channel farther back so when it starts, you see me first and then it fades in. You know, just trying to be creative.
Creative can be good.
But now my computer's like set to brand new. I got to figure all that out again. Oh boy.
Nightbot is a beast. How many subscribers is she up to right now? I don't know if Nightbot has subscribers. Oh, they'd have to. I have no idea. It's a very useful program.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I was on there, but I wanted to congratulate Adam and Nettie on hitting their goals. That was awesome.
500,000 views, I think it was. That's awesome. They've done a fantastic job. I love Nettie and Adam's channel.
Bobby, I know a little bit. I just want to get editing down a little bit better, make my videos look a little bit more enticing. I'm learning how to do thumbnails. Well, I'm going to be taught how to do thumbnails by talking to someone on the phone. You know, stuff like that.
Working on your thumbnails is definitely something that's important. Your thumbnails and titles need to be catchy.
But I don't know how to do them. I've never done one. In almost the year that I've been on YouTube, I've not done one thumbnail.
Have you changed them in the YouTube studio?
No.
I have a video that shows you how to do that in my Tech Tips playlist.
Okay, I have to go. I guess I know what I'm doing on Sunday morning.
Changing thumbnails too. I think I may have a thumbnail one. I use a program called Photon on my phone, so it's just an app and it's free.
Right.
Yeah.
Kinfolk Farms at Georgia. We talked the other day on the phone. He's like, dude, you got to do something with your thumbnails. I'm like, what's a thumbnail? He's like, seriously? I'm like, I don't know all this stuff. And he said it's because he does everything from his phone, his videoing, his editing, thumbnails, all that. I'll figure it out. I'll get better at it.
I do all of the majority of mine I do from my phone. Right. I actually hadn't even turned my computer on this week. I did everything from my phone.
Wow. So when I try to go,
videos in my Tech Tips that show you how to do all that.
See, when I try to go live through YouTube, I try to, or StreamYard, I put it up on my big 55-inch screen TV so I can see a lot better.
Yeah.
Okay, Kaniram, how you doing this morning? See, I can't say the L-I-L, Illinois. No, I don't like that state.
Oh.
So he's just Kaniram.
Oh, it's I-L for Illinois, is it?
Yes.
Shows I'm not an American, doesn't it? It's probably not hard to tell. Drop says, too lazy to post a video half the time. I quit doing thumbnails a while ago. Nettie says thumbnails are really important. Yeah, YouTube can pick some really weird thumbnails.
So, Nettie, making cakes and posting them are very important too.
They are.
And I have not seen any in a while. Huh.
No.
Maybe I'm on to something. Maybe I'm on something there.
Maybe.
We're trying to get her that channel boosted too.
Morning, Baker Leg. How you doing, Melody?
Oh, did you hear what Bomber Steve said about me the other day?
No, I missed that. What'd he say?
Yeah, he was on Along the River Homestead. He popped up there and I got on there and said hi to him, and he was talking about Vegemite. I'm like, I want to find it because I want to try it. And he goes, we named you Vegemite. I'm like, what? He goes, yep, that's your new name around here because you're everywhere. And I'm like, leave it to Steve.
Oh, there you go. Kalniram agrees that the state is bad.
That's the only state I know that if you have like I have a Class A CDL driver's license. And if I wanted to move to Illinois, I have to retake the written test, the road test, and everything. If I fail it, I don't get to have my CDL anymore.
Oh.
And I've had it for 15 years. That's just too weird.
So Nettie's got the next couple of weeks. She's making 8 cakes. I hope we're going to get
That's
some videos.
all? That's all?
She's got a lot of other things to do.
I know.
They've got heaps of plans.
They are busy, busy, busy folks.
They are very busy. Very busy.
I just want to come over and have Adam grill for me because he cooks some good stuff.
Drop says you don't want to try Vegemite. It's gross. Now,
Yes, I
one thing
do.
I will say is if you're having Vegemite, you only put a very small amount on your toast. Do not have a spoonful like Adam from Silhouette Park Farm.
I
He gets a
know.
whole spoonful in his Vegemite challenge and he encourages people to do that. That's
Yeah.
not a good way to have Vegemite.
I've,
Vegemite has
I've,
a
wa-
very strong flavor.
I've listened to you, Darren. Unfortunately, we listen to Darren every now and then. And then Steve, they say put it on very, very lightly. Oh, trust me, I'm going to put it on very, very lightly.
Ooh, I've got Shed Wars in here.
Oh, here we go again.
Violations.
He came
I've
on
never
to my
had Shed
live.
Wars come into my live before.
He came over to mine yesterday trying to start problems.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I told him to go check out his Shed War sheriff, see if he floated back up to his house yet. Because we do have a Shed War sheriff.
Yeah, Bobby hasn't been around for a while.
Bobby has never been around except once.
Although he did get COVID.
Right, but he came back. And when we did the re-election, he came on one time. He came on one time. That's it. It's the only time we've seen him. What a sheriff. I would have been violating John. I would have been violating John so many different times. He could have gave his whole garden away because he would have never had any weight.
Drop saying that Illinois is the state you drive around to get like Oregon.
Yeah. The best part about Illinois is when you see it in your rearview mirror.
Oh, Adam's going to be away for the school holidays. You're going to be really busy, Nettie.
Yep.
Now, Nettie, Bibby's saying to email her and she'll send some Vegemite to you.
Well, Barmer Steve's supposed to send me, from what he said, different things from Australia.
That's Adam.
No, Adam, I'm not that crazy.
Oh, maybe we should start counting. How many people are in here? The counter says 12. So that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Does that count as a violation? Or not as a violation because I'm not counting things growing up when I have them under sand.
Okay, you're in violation of John's Shed Wars. You know what? I kind of figured out why he went after Bunky like he did about counting. Because she actually counted higher than he can.
No, it's because she was doing his experiment, like using his planting method, and her planting method worked better.
Yeah. And I still think it's
nothing to do with the counting. It's all to do with the fact that it was his planting method versus her planting method, and hers was better.
Right. And I do think it's because she counted a little bit higher than he can, so he got a little upset, It's fun to pick on John because he makes it so easy.
And he counts to 0.25.
Right. He was supposed to send me some of those tomato starts that he did, and I still haven't received them. That was 3 weeks ago.
Adam's being cheeky.
Oh, Adam.
You're not in Shed Wars. Oh, dear. I wonder how high Adam's going to go to. See, technically he's a musician. Don't they usually only count to 4?
Right.
So don't Soundies. Soundies only do check 1, 2. So. And he says too much Sesame Street for Adam. Oh dear.
Oh yeah, we're on it was my live actually. I had what's his face? Billy Wickershire Project come
Yep.
over, tell me how I need to get chickens and all that. So much easier than raising a dog. And I'm like, he goes, we can help you out, get some chickens. I'm like, I'm gonna end up with probably 200 chickens within the first day that I'm officially on my property and the thing's built. I have 2 YouTube channels. Hold on. Oh, turn back on. I have 2 YouTube channels that are giving me hens.
Nice.
I've got, well, I own 6 as it is from Nunya, Texas on the back 20.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get my chickens back from him that I raised last year.
Yep.
That I had to give back to him so I can move. And
Yep.
then I have Paragon Ridge Ranch. She's going to hatch me out a dozen of her eggs
Yep.
for me. And then Jake's going to give me a whole bunch more because he's got too many.
You're just going to have chickens coming out of your ears.
I'm going to have chickens. I'm going to have ducks, turkeys, quail. And then I'm going to buy an incubator so I can hatch out my own eggs too.
You're going to have under 600 square meters, aren't you?
Yeah, for right now. I'm buying the other 2 lots right next to my property.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'll be 150 foot wide by 125 foot.
So Melody's posted a food video yesterday, her suggestion.
Yes. Yeah, she did.
So what was the food video you suggested?
She did I just suggested her to do a food video because she's great at her gardening, but she's a homestead. And people are asking me, well, is that all she does is just gardening? I'm like, no, she does more. They go, well, we haven't seen it. So, and I talked to her on the phone yesterday. I'm like, throw something else in there different. And she's like, and I agree with her. It's gardening season. That's what people want to see. But if you throw a twist in there, no violations to report to the marshal. Oh, thanks, John.
Didn't count.
No, but so she threw a little making home fries in there, and it looked really good.
Yummy.
So I suggested for her just every now and then throw a different kind of video in with her gardening, since she's a homestead like I do.
Well,
and
yeah.
I was just doing it because I'm her friend.
Yes.
And she's a homestead, not a gardener. I mean, she's a gardener, but that's not what her channel's about, is just gardening.
Yeah.
Edwards, be careful.
Got a notification.
Already.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
I haven't got a notification from Melody's channel for ages. I've got the all notifications turned on, but I haven't gotten any notifications.
About what?
About any of the videos that she's uploaded lately.
You know what?
I wonder why.
YouTube's being crazy because a lot of people are not even getting notifications that I've gone live until after the fact.
The last video that I actually got a notification on for hers was actually the one where she was counting and supporting the Vineyards chicks. So she had the count from Sesame Street on her thumbnail.
Well, it's been doing some weird things.
Yeah.
Well, I did look at my like with my watch hours,
Melody.
They keep bouncing, and now they all of a sudden went down to less than 600. I was like, wait a minute, yesterday you were at this and now you're at this. What happened? Yeah, I know it. I'm gonna make. I know, but I've already got the offer in for one of them because someone else owns it, and I'm just gonna give them a couple weeks, and then the other one I've already been told I've got it. They're just gonna add it to what I have to pay out every month,
Yeah.
so it's all good. I just don't want to get one property here, skip one, and get one over here, and then be like, great, now I got to try to ask them if I can run power through there and all
Yeah.
that. So
That'd be
I want to get
crazy.
that. Yeah, I want to get that center one first, and then I just found out
Sleep well, Nettie.
yesterday that
Mhm.
they're going to put 5 lots behind me up for sale.
Oh.
So if they do that, I'm going to grab 3 of them that are right behind me. So
Mhm.
I'll be 250 foot long.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I can have some serious animals. Good night, Nettie.
Yeah.
What time is it over there, like
It's 20 past 10.
at night?
Yep.
Wow. Some people go to bed early over there.
Oh, she's got to get kids to school.
Oh, yeah.
My
Tomorrow's going to
husband
be
went to
Monday.
bed.
I
My
forget you
husband went to
guys.
bed before 8. But he's got to be up for work at 4:30.
I'm only up at 4.
I should go to bed earlier than I do, but I don't.
I just got a text message. I'm in violation.
You're in violation.
I probably am.
Night, Adam. Wife is going to bed. It's important for you to join her. I'm not sure if Feather and Downs is in here, is it? I haven't seen Luke. What was that, Ed?
This is going to be funny if someone pops up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I just got a message. I hear you're on Janderra's live. Is this true? Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is this a bad thing?
I don't know. What team are you on?
Team Aquarius.
See, we're on the same team, so it's all good.
Yeah. Mind you, Wild Edibles is here too. So Wild Edibles is on Will It Grow.
Oh, are they?
John's been on my lives. So
hold on. Wild Edibles is on Will It Grows?
Yeah.
I'm so
Wild
sorry.
Edibles is Will It Grow.
I'm so sorry.
It's sad, isn't it?
It is. And I thought they.
Team Aquarius.
But see, I thought Wild Edibles would want to be on a winning team.
Oh, see, she was picked quite early by John.
Yeah. Well, John wanted me to come to his.
She was on Woodcutters last time. Have a great night's sleep, Adam. Stay warm.
We know why Adam's got to go to bed early. He's just old.
No, Nettie's going to bed. He's smart.
Well, yes and no.
Yes, Feather and Downs Homestead has been doing daily vlogs.
Yeah, I like that channel.
Yeah, Luke's got some great videos. You haven't been receiving any of mine either.
You know what? Some of
you're gonna have to play back.
You know what you might have to do, Janderra, is to go in there, unsubscribe from her, and then go back and subscribe to her all over again. I've had to do that four times to people.
Adam's on do my own thing and fill my own freezer. That's his team.
Exactly. That is funny. But yeah, I got everything I'm picking out of my garden though. I'm done for the year. I just got to make all these videos. I have enough videos out for Shed Wars to last me, because you're supposed to have 12 for the year. I've got that already. because I'm in transition now of finishing up this garden and moving to another place to start another garden.
Yes. Oh, did you get a text message?
Yep. There's a spy in your live. I will tell you that right now.
In my live.
Yep.
Ooh. That's all good. Both teams are welcome in my life. We're not really talking about any secret shed wars of business.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Says that's okay. I can't pick on John too much on his team. I was honored to be asked.
Yeah, but John, I can watch my mouth because I can see it on the camera. You know better by now to try to send me a message telling me to watch my mouth, because I'm not like your sheriff. I don't do as I'm told.
Thanks for joining us, Kaniram. Have a great day.
Later, Kaniram. I'll get a hold of you. I want to talk to you about some stuff that you sent me an email on.
So Melody doesn't really post on Sundays. I was wondering if I should throw everyone off and post a garden tour today.
Why not?
Why not?
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. The reason why, actually, I wouldn't do that because she goes lives on Sundays.
Ah.
Instead of throwing a video and doing a live,
That's a good
on
point.
the same day. And the reason why I wouldn't do it myself, because you already got a video out there for someone to watch, and then you're going to go live the same day. I wouldn't, but that's me.
That's probably a good point, because I think I've actually got a video that's going to be released tonight.
Well, it'll be
that
for
probably
us.
make it that there's... Which one's being released tonight?
I don't know.
Oh, it's one on the chickens getting new bedding.
You got some really good information videos, just some all around good videos.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I'm setting up a new aquaponic systems for the boys at the moment.
Oh, I'm not going to do like you're doing with yours or Cajun hydroponics, but I am going to try something that has to do with water, PVC, and vegetables.
Interesting.
I'm going to do mine a little different. I've seen it. I've seen it work. So we're going to go there. Crazy Ed is having a... Yes, because I'm moving from one spot to another. And I talked to our captain, and I'm like, I'm going to be done with Shed Wars basically in the next couple weeks, because I've got all my stuff harvesting, and then I'm moving.
Thanks,
He's like,
Melody. Love you too.
He's like, start growing something now in like pots and stuff like that, and take them with you. So when I get there and set up at least one big, I'm going to do probably an 8x8 raised bed, just for one to get it started. So I'll be able to transfer everything over into that flower bed.
Yeah, definitely start your pots. I mean, you got growing room in your truck. You already said you were going to prepare a garden in there.
Right, but I got to give that truck up in a month. I got to give the truck up in a month.
Oh.
Because where I'm moving to, it's a different district than what I work in now.
Oh.
So they won't let me stay working for them, which is fine, because I don't want to be in a truck anymore, really.
But if you've got stuff in the truck, it'll just be in pots anyway, so you could move it out of it anyway.
Right. This is true. But as many times I broke down,
all this time you're going to grow in the truck.
I know.
Eagerly waiting to see you grow in the truck.
But look at every time I get ready to start it, I end up having to switch trucks. because I keep breaking down.
Pots are movable. You can always
I
move
know, but you know how hard it is to move all this stuff from truck to truck by yourself. It takes over 3.5 hours.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
Job says just poke a bunch of radishes. Oh, I just picked a bunch of radishes. Going to roast some and ferment some. Ooh. But yeah, you could plant some radishes. Radishes grow nice and quick.
Yes. Yeah, the next garden I have, I'm going to actually make it, it's going to look pretty nice. I'm going to have those lights, you know, that you can buy from Walmart that that light up, solar panel lights, those little ones. I'm going to have those all over the place. The next garden's going to look a lot nicer and kept up. You know, I got to try to make my garden look like Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It's, you know, no mess whatsoever, nice and clean.
4 weeks.
Yep.
Then you can ferment some.
Oh, yeah.
Mind you, in all fairness, when I moved to here, I got rid of all of my stuff that I could, like, everything that I was accumulating to be able to do stuff in the garden. I got rid of most of it because I could just accumulate it again, and moving it was just a waste of time. So,
yeah, I'm just.
Wild says think small.
Think small. No, there's nothing small about gardening. No.
You don't have to grow a whole garden in your truck. You could just have one pot plant.
Well, I know. It's just probably not going to work out. But I am going to be growing some weird. I will actually be having a truck bed that I'm going to take with me. And I'm going to set it up on blocks and fill it full of dirt and have a garden in there.
Okay. Well, it says moving from truck to truck is very difficult to remember everything.
It is. No channel.
I don't think Melody thinks you're going to be able to get your garden as good as hers.
Oh, really?
That sounded like a challenge.
Yes, it did, because you know what? I'm actually going to build my raised beds. I'm not going to go buy them. Hey,
what's happened with all those grudge matches that you set out with everybody?
I've lost them all. My stuff didn't even. Those King of the North peppers didn't even germinate at all.
Oh, no.
So I think I was set up by Mackenzie, giving me ones that were not going to germinate.
Oh, I don't think Mackenzie would do that. Mackenzie's lovely.
She's evil.
She's lovely.
She's evil.
Lovely.
Evil.
Lovely.
Lovely, lovely, evil.
Lovely, lovely.
No, lovely, evil.
No, she's great. She's a lovely lady.
Mine didn't germinate at all. I mean, nothing. So
apparently you can help chili those peppers. Sometimes they need to be in the fridge for a couple of days before to get them to germinate, because they need that cold thing happening.
You're the second person that I heard. Really, Darren, you're going to start already?
He loves you, Ed.
No, he doesn't. I've already been told he can't even stand me anymore.
She's both. I love her.
Yeah, she's both lovely. But yeah, she won those challenges. For some reason, I just could not get those to germinate at all. But you're the second person I've heard about putting the seeds in the freezer.
Well, I heard fridge, so I don't know whether it's fridge or freezer, but it needs to have that time where it thinks it's been through winter.
Right. Who was it? Lioncrest? He even said something about putting all his seeds in the freezer, and then when he goes out to plant them, just pulls them out of the freezer.
Okay. They're likely to stay viable for longer, I guess. Melody said maybe she gave you bad seeds. See, I don't think she would have given you bad seeds.
No, I don't think it was like deliberate. That was a joke. I just think I might have got a few that just not going to, produce anything, because I watched her videos and she used the same, looks like, the seeds, and hers already germinated. Mine's been out there for longer than hers and nothing.
Yeah, I don't know, Walt. No clue whatsoever.
It happens, though.
Yeah. So stuff like spinach and early veggies need frost. Oh, I wonder if that's why my spinach seeds that I harvested from my previous house didn't germinate.
Oh, I know one thing. My red ghost peppers, because they don't get very tall. They're only about this tall off the ground.
Yeah.
And about this big around.
Yeah.
They have probably 300 flowers on them right now, and they're starting to all germinate or produce the peppers. That's going to be a lot of red ghost peppers.
Yeah. Melody says keep them seeds in the fridge, not the freezer.
See, I was told by several different people, put them in the freezer.
I heard fridge. I didn't hear freezer.
Yeah, I've heard freezer. I mean, I guess it's just whatever you want to do. I've heard people say put certain seeds in bleach and then rinse them off really good before you put them in the ground. I've heard people say put your beans down with the eyes down, straight down, and cover them up. And I've heard, wet them in a towel for 24 hours or soak them for 24 hours and all. And I've never done any of that and still produced pretty good gardens. So I guess it's just your preference.
Could be. Maybe it's worth doing the experiment. Actually, it's interesting because I've seen so many different ways of actually germinating a moringa seed. And I actually did an experiment where I tried like 4 of the main ways, and they all germinated at pretty much the same time.
Right.
There didn't really seem to be a great deal of difference.
I've taken
yeah, some of ours do need fire.
I've looked at the way Willet grows on some of his, and it's like I did the opposite and it still grew just the same.
Yeah.
So it's just someone's preference of how they do stuff. If it helps the other one, it's great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Yeah,
so native Australian plants, a lot of them actually need fire or smoke water to actually germinate.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird. I never heard that before.
And the Aboriginals used to do a lot of controlled burning as well. So a lot of plants that survived are ones that germinate in fire. So Wild's saying stratification, scarring, fire, freezing, sandpaper, going through a bird or animal first, boiling water, many different ways for different seeds. Yeah.
Right.
And redwood pine cones don't grow until they have been exposed to fire. There you go.
Ah. See, that's what I love about the community from America, Australia, and everywhere else. We all have our own ways of doing stuff that works, but we share it with everybody. I mean, believe it or not, and this is going to hurt me more than anything to say, but I've taken Darren's advice on planting some things, and it actually worked. Oh my God, that just hurt that just hurt my head. Oh.
Leave the head in, huh?
Yeah, to actually let Darren know he did something right. Are you inspired? No. You guys all know I love Darren to death. He's
Absolutely.
a great guy. I love getting emails saying that your order has been confirmed when you don't order nothing.
Yeah, they're spam. They're
Oh, I
trying
know.
to get your details. They're horrible. I've actually been getting flooded by Bitcoin emails, like hundreds a day, saying that
Really?
I've got this money come through on Bitcoin. I haven't got any Bitcoins, but I'm getting like at least 20 or 30 emails saying I've gotten this much or this much or this much.
You know,
And
I thought.
I've got my spam filter set to if you're not in my contact address book, your email doesn't come into my inbox.
Oh, now I can't send you an email. Thanks.
You can to my Janderra at outlook.com. The other one's one that I've had for like 20 plus years, so I get thousands of emails a day.
Right. You know, I thought Bitcoins was a big scam.
If you're not in my inbox, in my contact address book, it should not get into my inbox. I do not understand why those emails are actually getting into my inbox. It's really odd. And I've been reporting it daily. Like, it's nuts.
When I first heard about Bitcoin, I thought it was a big scam until I was in California and went into just a regular gas station, and they had a Bitcoin machine there. I'm like,
oh, really?
So this is actually real?
Yeah,
I don't trust it.
Cryptocurrency is real.
I don't trust it. Just like I don't trust PayPal or any of these other things. Because, I mean, I just had an email sent to me from a game that you can play on your phone.
Yeah.
The CEO supposedly sending me a message that he wants to work with my channel with ads and all that, but he wants me to contact him on WhatsApp. It's like, why don't you want to deal with me over the phone or in emails?
Yeah, you get those kind of emails.
All
Drop
right.
saying, watch out for email scams. They're getting really bad.
Yes, they are. There's another one right there. No, that's about a job.
Where's your yellow hat?
Huh?
Darren's saying that he knows you love him, but not in a construction worker look.
Whatever. Oh.
Honestly, the central banks are about to end crypto. That isn't theirs. They can try. Sounds like an interesting experiment to do, Bobby.
I really don't feel like going back to work anymore.
Well, I can understand that. I'm not sure if it's really a choice, though.
Actually, it is.
If you're wanting to buy all those properties?
Yeah, because I just go get a different job up there where my property is.
Well, that's true, because your property's a long way away from where you are.
Yeah, I'm a 5.5 hour drive from it. But I just went and got another chainsaw too. So now I'll have two of them out there.
Good morning, Terry.
Good morning, Terry.
Link's pinned to the top if anyone wants to join in.
I'm surprised Darren's not up here.
Yes. He should have had enough coffees by now.
Well, yeah.
Might have to Google it, Bobby. Yes, I have no idea how long you can keep seeds in the fridge for and have them still viable. I think it might depend on the variety of seed too.
Well, I just did some tomato plants. I used before I got any seeds for myself from my friend that lives right behind me, and his dad put those in the freezer or his refrigerator. Actually, it's been in the freezer for over 7 years, and these things are above my waist. And I've got probably 10 tomatoes growing on it right now.
Wow. I think I've missed something, which isn't hard. I miss lots of things. Somebody want to care to elaborate? Last year, people bought a lot of bad seeds.
Yeah.
My neighbour took his offer, the seeds, when ones he bought store-bought failed.
That's what I heard too. That so many seeds were in demand, they wasn't working out right.
Oh, Terry and Darren are Facebook official. Really? Congratulations.
What do you mean they're official?
Well, my guess, if you've got two people and they're official, that there's a relationship involved.
Huh?
I'm guessing that Terry and Darren are in a relationship.
Huh? Huh? Or is it just Facebook saying it? We have to hear it from the horse's mouth.
Well, considering Darren and Terry both said thank you.
Oh, see, that's where I'm missing everything.
Yeah, no, Facebook says in a relationship with Terry on Darren's profile.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations. That's exciting. So Darren's wanting to go back to America still.
He was still going to come over here no matter what.
Yeah, I know. If he can ever get past the Australian lockdown.
Yeah, no doubt.
Flying.
When is that going to stop for you guys?
God only knows.
Because we're not. There's no one. I don't think anywhere in the United States still has a lockdown.
I mean, it's only from a perspective of international travelers and from us leaving the country, unless you've got a really good reason.
Huh?
Yeah, they changed their relationship status on Facebook.
Cool.
Very cool. See if I can convince my computer to share that. Oh, no, not my news. Well, congratulations anyway.
We can't leave. Yeah, that sucks for you, Darren.
Yeah. Because we're not actually in lockdown. We can pretty much go anywhere within the country, provided no one has a case of coronavirus. I probably shouldn't have said that, hey? Nasty beer flu. Provided no one's got the beer flu, then the borders stay open. But like if there's a couple of community transmissions, then they shut the borders between the states even. So, oh, apparently we're opening up to Singapore. Does that mean you can go via Singapore, Darren? Can you potentially continent hop? I don't know. Yeah, we really don't have, like in Australia, we really don't have a huge amount of restrictions within the states. But
there's only
can't
some
leave the country.
places that still wear, have to wear the mask. Like the stores that I deliver to, the employees have still got to wear the mask. But what's weird about that, the warehouse I go to for that store, they don't wear one at all. But they're making all individual stores wear them. And they're like, well, you have to wear one while you're here. That's not going to happen. Because I'm in a hot trailer all day long. Ain't no way I'm putting a mask on when I can't hardly breathe in a trailer that's 110 degrees and have a mask on. No.
Oh, there you go. Apparently we are actually now shut to parts of Sydney. Although Sydney's got some hot spots, hasn't it? And I know we had one case, we had an international flight person who was in hotel quarantine for 14 days and tested positive after she left.
Okay. That's kind of weird.
I'm wondering whether she got it while she was in quarantine from somebody else in quarantine. But who knows?
Well, it's just like with me being, when I was an over-road truck driver and all this started, I've been told by 7 different states that I've had it. And it's like, huh? They're like, yeah, you need to put yourself in quarantine. I'm like, when did you test me? They go, when you were in here last month. I go, I haven't been in your state in 7 months. So how did you get it?
The whole proving it bit is going to become a problem, I think, in the future.
Yeah. Well, I'm hearing like if people want to go on cruises and all that, they have to have the vaccine done. And it's like, okay, then I guess I'm never going back on a cruise again.
I get seasick anyway, so I don't really want to. But I do believe life as we know it is going to get more and more interesting. And I really don't want to live in this interesting times. Oh, I lost Ed. You pressed the wrong button, Ed. Some doctors won't see you if you haven't had the jab. That's a challenge. I don't know what the solution to it is now. I really don't. I know my system generally reacts very badly to any jab. And I have enough health problems without adding to it. But good news, my reactive arthritis has all settled down. My asthma has flared up quite badly. So I'm having to actually use the preventer, which I've been avoiding, like refusing to use for years. Oh, you're back. Did you hit the wrong button?
No, my phone actually sent me to a whole different app and took me out of here.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder why it did that.
It's technology.
There was a cruise ship that made everyone get the jab and then they caught the beer flu.
Just depends on how much they drink.
it's interesting because I mean, when we had a cold go through the house, the doctors were like, no, we'd really rather you didn't come in. Can we just do a telehealth call? So they didn't want us to come anywhere near the place, even with a simple cold. Yeah, I won't have one at all. Not even remote. My body responds so badly to any kind of jab. Like, my goodness. I have a Justin in my basement that has devices not connected. Says they'll need to connect their mic or cam before they add to the stream. I think I might have somebody that's not supposed to be there. I might just kick them from the studio, I think. Because there's no Justin in the chat. I'm thinking that may have been a troll.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was for Ed Mystery Tech Support.
What?
I don't know. That's got me slightly confused. They claim that if you've had the jab, that you won't get it as bad. But that's the theory with a lot of them, though.
I just want to know what the next one's the government's gonna come up with next. That we have to be locked down for like life.
Mm. Oh, time essential oil. Nice. Gone in 5 hours. Oh, half your luck. I'm gonna have to get some of that. Yeah, I don't know. What I do know is I got a jab when I was in high school. I can't even remember what it was, but it ended up causing me to get glandular fever. That then ended up I ended up getting rubella and whooping cough. And then the normal measles on top of that, and knocked me stupid for about 6 months of grade 9, and then knocked me stupid for 6 months of grade 10. And my immune system just has never recovered, which is why I try and grow as much as I can. Oh, okay. I have no idea. Everyone needs a little time. Yeah, I actually need to plant some time in my garden. Oh, Melody, it was horrible. Honestly, it screwed up my entire high school years. I ended up having to take forever to get my senior certificate. And still managed to get through uni. So I was so cranky when they were telling my daughter when she was at high school that this is the only way to get to uni. I'm like hell it is. I got in as an adult. Hey, Chris. Nope.
Hey, Chris.
Well, actually, I am one person's guinea pig, and that's me. I'm my own guinea pig.
Well, this is my opinion. This is my opinion. When all this crap started, they're like, you have to wear a mask. You got to quarantine yourself. You got to stay away from everybody. But as long as you drive a truck, work in a hospital, fire department, police office, you have to go to work and be around it all. So we really don't care about you people. It's just do your job. And it's like, really? If it was really as bad as our media says it was, they should have shut the countries down completely and had no one go to work. But you couldn't do that, especially the hospitals. No. That's my point. That's my opinion. It's not as bad as the media wanted us to think.
I think we're getting a lot of misinformation.
Big time.
And I think the media has got a lot to answer for because they sensationalize things so much.
Yep. But I can't remember who said it, but our government wants us to be scared so they can control what we do.
Yeah. And frightened people don't think.
Exactly.
It's another way of mind control because it stops you from thinking.
That's why I go to work every day and still do what I have to do and go travel, go visit people, you know.
Mm. It is. It is all about control. And I'm just not sure what's next on the agenda.
We'll have another virus that's bigger than this one.
And
the worst
part is there's going to be viruses anyway, because the way our society and the way the world is functioning at the moment is inherently prone to this sort of problem because people don't grow their own food. They don't know how to look after themselves. They are so dependent on the system. I mean, I think it was Joel Salatin said years ago that the shops have only got like 3 days worth of food in them. They function with a just-in-time inventory type thing. Of course they're going to run out of food if people go crazy and go, oh, we're going to be in a 3-day lockdown. Hello? They're going to buy the 3 days worth of food. It's all going to disappear really quickly.
Bobby the Butcher, I have no clue about that. I won't be leaving the country anytime soon because I got too much other stuff to do. But also with this,
probably will.
all this stuff about the shortage of lumber and all that is a crock. Because I live probably 50 miles from a place that's packed full of lumber. They just can't get truck drivers to come out there and get it fast enough.
Oh, really?
I actually know a channel that he works for the forestry industry of cutting trees down. They're working 7 days a week, constantly cutting lumber. It's just they can't get it to the places fast enough because they don't have the vehicles to move it. And like he even said, they're not getting paid anymore to continue working. They worked all the way through this whole virus thing, making the lumber. They're not getting paid any extra.
No.
But the companies are making big money on it. And they say that the prices will probably never, ever go back down to where they were.
No. No, prices aren't going to go down. I thought the Grand Solar minimum was only supposed to be like a 10-year thing. Not 50. But if it's a 400-year period. Either way, we've got to learn how to grow our own food.
Exactly. And raise our own food.
Yeah. This beanie keeps coming off. Making my ears cold. Probably look really goofy now.
You see, like Wild Edible just said, yes, the U.S. buys a lot of lumber from Canada. The reason why it couldn't get to the U.S. is because the borders are shut down. It's not that there's a shortage of wood. The borders are just shut down, so they can't bring it across. You know, for someone that drives a truck and sees all these lumber trucks full all the time, show me where the shortage is. I see at least 50 to 60 18-wheelers driving down the road daily that are full of lumber going somewhere.
Hmm.
So
Actually, it's interesting because, I mean, if you believe in the Bible, Noah was building a boat for what, 80 odd years and telling people that a flood was coming. And no one believed him. So, I mean, all these people that have been saying this stuff's going to happen just hadn't happened yet. I don't
exactly.
know. I really don't know. I know that there's a lot of stuff we're not being told. And it's really, really important that we learn how to grow our own food and produce our own food and build community. At the moment, with all the lockdowns, they seem to be hell-bent on trying to destroy families and communities.
I know if I had to be locked down with most of my family members, as long as everybody else has, shit, we wouldn't be a family. We drive everybody nuts.
It's actually interesting you say that, because I know a lot of homeschooling families where the kids were actually at each other's throats before they started homeschooling, but then within 6 months of homeschooling and doing it by, they had no choice. They were never going to go back to school for various reasons. The families actually started to get along again because they realized they actually needed each other. But
And also what I've noticed too, you got a lot more people doing YouTube because they have nothing else to do. They're locked down, so they figured they would do a YouTube channel. When
hi Nick, I didn't miss you this time.
And a couple of channels have told me as soon as they can roam wherever they want to with no restrictions whatsoever, they're not going to have a YouTube channel anymore. They're going to shut it down. They only did it because of the virus.
Oh.
I did it because I thought it'd be interesting, and then look what I got myself into.
I started my YouTube channel like 5 years ago, and it was basically like a vlog, and mostly it was so that I could remember which goat was with which goat. Just a bit.
Yeah.
And so that I could share with my family and friends, because I mean, I'm a city girl, I'm not a country girl. So most of the people I know are from the city. They don't know. They don't have goats, they don't have chickens, they don't have aquaponics, they don't have gardens. So I wanted to be able to share with them what I was doing.
Right. You see, like Darren, me and Darren were talking last week on your channel. We both started our channels around the same time. I did it because I thought it'd be interesting, and then I made all these crazy people. Darren made you start a channel.
Actually, I believe that Darren made Boddington Farms start because of Shed Wars.
Exactly.
Darren was desperate for team members.
He needed team members, but his team did very, very well. You know, even with his team did, yeah, they did. Even with this, Darren is a prime example of small property, big garden, because he did awesome on his garden. I gotta stop giving him compliments. It's against my nature.
Wild says that hers is a mood journal. Darren made me do it, should be an option. Drop's been gardening for over 5 decades. That's awesome.
Because he's ancient.
There's nothing wrong with that. And honestly, that's actually a really big problem that we've got, is people don't spend enough time with the older generations. So there's a lot of wisdom being lost. I mean, I wish I'd known what I'd want to know now 20 years ago. because I would have spent a lot more time with my grandma. She used to do all the sourdough stuff. She used to do all the gardening stuff. She used to do all the stuff that's just been lost. And my mum hasn't got a clue. I mean, I love her to bits, but she hasn't got a clue. She literally can burn water, and she will admit to it. I'm learning slowly. Oh, only 3 years older than Ed.
Because I said he was ancient.
You're definitely not ancient.
I feel it
Hi,
today.
everyone. Thanks for joining us. Thank you. There's a lot that you'll have learned there that a lot of people haven't got a clue, that they don't know.
Exactly.
So much love, Ed. It's going to start humping my leg.
What? See, you give the man a compliment, and he comes back with a smart-ass answer.
That's Darren.
Yep.
Oh, that's funny.
Hey, I know some people that way.
Yeah. The only challenge with learning stuff from YouTube is you don't necessarily, it's not the same as hands-on stuff. And there's a lot of things that if you were with the person, you would actually just absorb it just by being around them, because you'd see stuff that they were doing. Whereas on YouTube, you can't necessarily see and feel what they're doing. It's not quite the same. That's awesome, Bibby. What were you harvesting today? Now, I just saw your video. I just watched that. No, that might have been a couple of days ago.
Well, see, now I've got to go. I want to weigh all the stuff that I have sitting outside, because I know this is the biggest harvest I've gotten out of mine.
Yes, my boys like picking flowers, so I've made sure I've told them which flowers they're allowed to pick and which ones they're not allowed to pick. I was pretty sure there was a video. I'm sure I saw it, Bibby. There's too many videos. I've watched too many today.
Bye, time to shine, homestead.
Night, Tom. No, have a good day, Tom. It's morning for you. Not... Okay, I don't get that, Darren. Sorry. Once it stops mooing, the cook time is done. Well, you would.
Good morning, best life. Since I've been on YouTube, I've met a lot, and actually physically met these people, a lot of nice people on YouTube.
Yeah, there's some lovely people.
And then some of them walk away from you because they don't like what you do on your channel, but that's okay.
Yeah. I mean, that happens in real life too.
Yeah.
Although what you present on YouTube is rarely the same as what you like in real life.
Oh, I am.
I mean, I'm pretty much me.
The only thing that shocked everybody was my height. they didn't really think I was that tall by seeing me on camera until they stood next to me and they wouldn't even come to my shoulder.
I had that with Agent from down on Boddington Farm. I did not realize how tall he was.
Well, you look at people's videos and all that, you're thinking, dang, they're pretty good size and all that. And then you meet them in person and you're like, wow, where'd you go? And they're right standing right beside you.
Yeah, well, I mean, looking at the camera, we look about the same height. But
exactly.
Because I'm like 5'3". I'm guessing you're well over 6.
I'm 6'2".
Whereas Agent is 6'4", which means if you look at the video where Agent came to visit, totally different height.
You're like, hey, what are you doing up there?
It's quite funny, actually. The thumbnail's got my head down here and Agent's up here somewhere.
Well, thank you, Terry.
Happy Father's Day to all the dads. It's not Father's Day here in Australia, but I have people from everywhere. So happy to Father's Day for all those that are celebrating Father's Day.
I look short.
That is a very nice harvest, Bibby. Thank you, Melody. Bobby the Butcher. I'm having a night. Wild Edibles is 5'1".
Right. Hey, Darren, I know you're listening. What's the best thing to put potatoes in?
Apparently you haven't trimmed your mustache properly.
I got to store these potatoes somewhere. I don't know what to put them in.
Yeah. I think there may be too many to do that.
Yeah, way too many.
Drop.
Depends on the
I think Ed's talking about after you harvest them, because he's just harvested a lot of potatoes.
Look, I'll even take you out there and show you. I think it's a good harvest for mine, for my little garden.
Yes. What are you storing? So Darren's saying paper bags, I think, Ed.
Okay.
And the best life is saying a cardboard box and a cool dark spot.
Okay, so I can put them in. Get that. Something's been in my taters.
Terry's saying to store them. They need to go in a cool dark place.
Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to get them all. All right, here we go.
Hessian bag is another option. So if you haven't got paper bag, Hessian bags will work. But cool dark place is a consensus. That's a decent harvest. Well done. You probably want to keep them out of the sun, though.
Right. Well, they've been out here all night. That's a really good way of
making them go green.
Well, they've been out here all night, and I've got to get ready to go back to work. So yeah, that's why I was asking Darren what to store them in, so I can get them put away.
Well, Hessian bag or paper, by the sounds of it, or cardboard box. Either way, cool, dark place, so no light. Otherwise, they're going to start chitting.
Well, they'll be inside my trailer, and the lights are off. So, come on, Gypsy.
If they get exposed to the sunlight too much, they'll go green as well.
Right. Gypsy.
Hey, Agent.
Hey, Agent. Mind you, little brat.
You get someone that went outside that wasn't supposed to.
No, she had to go out,
Aha.
but now she doesn't want to come back in.
That's always a problem.
Gypsy. Until you call her twice.
So Drop says they'll turn to mush unless you put them in a cooler.
Turn to mush unless you put them in a cooler.
Ah, he's been lurking the whole time. Now we know, Agent. Bobby the
Thank
Butcher
you.
says nice potatoes, Ed.
Hey, this is the first time I've grown those, or two of those, the purple ones and the Yukon Golds.
Cool. So Darren's saying something drying so that it draws the moisture away, hence the paper or the hessian.
Right. All right. It's good
Paper
to know.
bag helps a lot. So hopefully that helps.
It does.
Excellent. But you should probably go deal with those potatoes.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, Recyclable Homestead. Thank you for joining us. And there we go. Katie's Black Market Marvel says paper bag. Hello. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for chatting. It's always nice to have new people in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
But on that note, I probably should go, so that you can go deal with the potatoes.
Yes.
The last thing I want to find out is that all your potatoes have gone green because you're on my chat. Thank you. I say you used to store them in the basement where they would keep cool and dry. It's always a good thing. So yes, I'm hoping to be able to get some potatoes growing at some point. But I better get going. It's like 11:20 now, and I've been live for at least an hour and 40 minutes on this live, and it was about an hour and 20 minutes before the previous one. So you guys have a great week. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you being in the chat and watching my channel. So have a great one. Bless you.